Well, 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 what is that? Is that a fierce fuchsia wrapped G87 M2? I thought it was black. Guys, welcome back to another video. I'm sorry, the last time you saw this car, it was black, a different color, had a lot less parts on it, looked a lot more stock. If you've been keeping up with the shorts, then you know pretty much what's been going down, but for my long form viewers, let me walk you through everything that's been done to this car. I think I've owned it for 2.5 months now maybe, and we've done a lot, like a lot. Starting with the wrap, obviously this car came in black sapphire metallic. Now we have it in 3M's fierce fuchsia. I definitely did not see myself doing any of my cars ever in like a pink. But yeah, let's start at the front of the car here. We have auto ID, 3-piece TRE, front lip, and full carbon fiber because I absolutely destroyed the previous one that I had on the car. Ran into a curb, good driving by me, thank you. This one fits really well. I love the aero look on the side fins. And it also, if we walk to the side of the car, we have the same kit, TRE carbon side skirts from Auto ID. Let me just expose myself real quick. This is the driver's side. As you can see, the fitment is not quite there. It keeps lifting from the 3M tape. This is what it's supposed to look like on the passenger side. Look at that. Perfectly flush. I installed it, so I don't know. I don't think it was my issue. Maybe it was a defect with the part. Still very happy with it, and I know it's probably fixable. You can get thicker 3M tape. Maybe I just gotta try and reinstall it and repress it differently, but that's how it sits right now. Rest of the front of the car, let's go. We have the yellow DRL. These are from Horizon Motorsport, and I think yellow looks a lot cooler than the white. I know it's pretty common for BMWs to do it, but I think it looks sick on the G87. Then at the front again, we have Sencal Motorsport front mount intakes. These were a little difficult to install. Max and I did it. We had to lube up the whole cone, the silicone, sorry, with Dawn dish soap to slide it through. It was a pretty tough fit, but they sound amazing. Let me roll some sound clips for you. You don't really hear the intakes that much just from revving, but the launch control, it's pretty loud, and then it's also really loud while you're driving. Here we are back at the side of the car because this is where you'll be able to see the car is actually lowered by MMR Performance on their height adjustable springs. Now, let me just say this, I love the way the car rides on these springs. It is very comfortable. It feels like OEM. They're not stiff at all. They handle really, really good, although the car obviously handles really good from the factory. My only complaint, slight little complaint, is that the fronts are actually maxed out. I physically cannot go any lower in the front, and the rears are, you know, it's kind of set to be equal. There's a little bit of rake. That's just how I like it. That's how I think it should sit. I don't want it to be like squatting like that. The rears are not maxed out. You can actually go a decent bit lower in the back, but I don't know, because the car squats on acceleration, I think that would look pretty weird. So I'm probably gonna leave it the way it is, but yeah, definitely some good springs. I just think they could be a little bit lower. This is probably like what you'd ideally want for a track setup. Moving around to the back of the car, we have my stock diffuser. No spoiler now. I took the spoiler off. It was a little tiny dinky one because when we wrapped it, obviously you want to get underneath it. I actually have a really cool spoiler on the way coming. I'm not gonna leak what it is yet. Another thing we did was we took off the M2 badge here. The guy who did my wrap, wrapped_graphics on Instagram. Check him out if you're local in the GTA. He's the best vinyl installer around town. He put the M2 badge right there on the interior. Not my personal favorite, but I'm probably gonna either take that one off and do it gloss black, put it back on here, or just order a gloss black M2 badge. Then again, at the back of the car, we have the Valvetronic catback single mid pipe. I think this thing sounds phenomenal. I will also add, it has Sencal Motorsports catless downpipe. You guys want to hear it? Of course you do. Roll the clip. I don't know how well this is going to get picked up because this is an insanely loud cold start, but I promise it sounds phenomenal. Come on, it's pretty nuts, right? It's awesome. I think it was too loud for the mic, so we turned the mic volume sensitivity down, and we're gonna try again. think that's it for exterior. I lied. We actually have MMR spacers, 12mm in the front, 15mm in the back. It kind of helped push the wheels out a little bit, obviously, and fits the car a lot better. For OEM setup, I don't think it looks bad at all, but we still desperately want some new wheels. I don't know what to get. I'm thinking BBS, maybe HREs. Let me know what you guys think I should rock. And then for one of the bigger mods that we did, I actually just shipped my DME to Finland through BMW. They did it for me. Now the car is actually tuned by Carbon, which is a company that was developed from Dynon, Steve Dynon, as you probably know if you're into BMW. Really big name, really big brand. Carbon offers a lot of kind of OEM plus parts. They also offer tunes. Now these tunes are pretty good, they're pretty spicy. Some say they're conservative because they actually honor your OEM BMW powertrain warranty. That's right, Carbon will take over your powertrain warranty if you use their tunes. So that's what I did. I'm on a stage 1 Carbon tune. I'll put the dyno number here of what they advertise it makes. All of their tunes are developed with a full OEM car, full OEM parts. So this stage 1 tune, as you can see, I think it's 566 wheel on stock cats, stock downpipes, stock intakes, everything stock. I'm on catless downpipes. They do have a catless map, or a catless flash rather, which I think I was told should be somewhere around 580, 585 wheel with the catless map. This thing is a blast to drive. It makes all the right noises. I'm so in love with the car. I can't do stage 2 because they don't have a stage 2 for the manuals because the stage 2 is too much torque for the clutch, so they won't warranty it. They're actually in development of doing a stage 2 clutch for this car. And I could do a stage 2 automatic flash on it, but I have to upgrade my clutch, and I don't know how that's gonna work with warranty. So I'm just gonna leave it at stage 1 for now. I just did it. I also had the car for 2 months, barely enjoyed stock, but the stage 1 power is a blast. I really recommend anyone to try out Carbon if you wanna keep your warranty and kind of keep that clarity and mental sanity on if something happens to your motor, you will be covered by them. Exhaust, that's a muffler. And that's his turbo. That is so cool. All right, he's on an upgraded turbo. I don't know what I don't know what the exact turbo was that he said, but it is upgraded. That car has to make, I don't even know, what do those cars make on upgraded turbos? It's got to be close to 500 wheel. No, that car probably weighs like what? 700 pounds lighter, 800 pounds lighter. He kind of pulled a little bit at the start, eh? Like that car, I wonder what it's making. But the top end, yeah. And I gave him the hit actually too, but we got it. You wanna know why? The stage 1 Carbon tune does not disappoint. They told me to drive the car, and the more that I drive it, the faster it's gonna get because they reset adaptations or something, and after like 500, 700 kilometers, I don't know, the car is gonna like basically learn how you drive and adapt to that. So he said the more you drive, the faster it'll feel. I'd be interested to see what the car's actually making right now. I just got the tune done, but yeah, I don't know. It feels definitely way faster. The top end's kind of crazy. I swear I've never gotten a nail in my tire in all my years of driving, and now this is my second nail this weekend. But we patched it, I think. We should be good now. This also only happened because we decided to drive 30 minutes through a flood warning, storm warning, severe thunderstorms for Raising Cane's. Which, you know what? I wanted to try it. It was kind of mid though, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't film too much at Impact. I only really showed G87s. Again, I just feel like it's kind of washed out to walk around and, you know, show car shows and things like that. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's a little bit boring to watch. But today's the day that we're leaving now. Everybody else that's still here, they are actually going to New York. I'm naked right now. Well, let me zoom in. David was naked hollering at me from the window. That's so hot.